Have you ever felt like you've hit rock bottom? Like you've tried everything, spent everything, and are still left with nothing but despair? Today, we're diving into a powerful story about a woman who was exactly there. A story of hopelessness turned into incredible faith. Imagine this. For 12 long years, a woman suffered from a constant issue of blood. 12 years. That's over 4,000 days of sickness, shame, and isolation. In her culture, this condition made her ceremonially unclean, meaning she couldn't be part of her community. She couldn't hug her family or worship in the temple. She was an outcast. She spent every penny she had on doctors, searching for a cure. But instead of getting better, she only got worse. Her savings were gone, her health was gone, and it seemed her hope was gone too. She had exhausted every human option, and nothing had worked. She was left alone, broke and sick. But then, one day, a whisper of hope reached her. A rumor. Jesus, the teacher and healer, was passing through her town. Suddenly, that tiny, flickering flame of hope inside her roared back to life. She thought, "This is it. This is my chance. Salvation is walking by. My healing is within reach. And I will do whatever it takes to get it." There was just one massive problem. The crowd, a huge, dense crowd, surrounded Jesus, and she was weak. How could she possibly get through? Pushing through a crowd is hard enough. But for someone who had been sick for 12 years and was considered an outcast, it was a monumental task. People would have pushed her away, maybe even shouted at her. But her desperation fueled her faith. A new thought took root in her mind. If I can just touch the hem of his garment, I will be made whole. Think about that faith. She didn't believe she needed to speak to him to plead her case, or to have him lay hands on her. She believed that just a touch, a simple connection to the source of power, would be enough. So, she fought. She pushed. She crawled if she had to, ignoring the stares and shoves. She pressed through the suffocating crowd, her eyes locked on her one goal. Finally, she reached out her trembling hand and touched the edge of his robe. Instantly, she felt it. The bleeding stopped. The power of God flowed through her, and after 12 long years, she was healed. But the story doesn't end there. Jesus stopped. He felt power leave him. He turned and asked, "Who touched me?" His disciples were confused. "Master, the crowd is all around you. Everyone is touching you. What do you mean?" But Jesus knew this touch was different. It wasn't an accidental bump. It was a touch of desperate, intentional faith. This makes me wonder, how often do we touch Jesus in our prayers, in our worship, but without that same intentional faith? Terrified, the woman came forward, fell at his feet, and confessed everything. She expected a rebuke for touching him while unclean. But instead, Jesus looked at her with compassion and said, "Daughter, your faith has made you well. Go in peace." He didn't just heal her body. He restored her dignity, affirmed her faith, and welcomed her back into the community. Her story reminds us that no matter how hopeless our situation seems, a single touch of faith can change everything. Thank you for watching. If this story touched you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that inspires. We'll see you in the next video.